this Thursday morning. Hello, everyone. Before we get started, Sam here. Please don't make comments on if you think chat is inactive. Don't you think commenting on chat seeming inactive could be rude or might make me sad? Like, if you think chat is inactive, don't comment on it. Why the hell would it be polite to point that out? And secondly, I hadn't put out my Discord notification yet. We were still in the starting soon screen. Like, people need time to trickle in, my man. Like, if you think chat is inactive, give it some time, but also don't comment on it. Like, that's a bit of a fox pause, my man. You felt it was a bit quiet? Well, you should keep those feelings to yourself. You should keep those feelings to yourself because no streamer actually wants you to point out that you think it's quiet. It's a little bit impolite. It's a bit impolite, okay, my man? There's no need. There's no need. Active shouldn't have reactive and talk. Yeah, people were just filtering in. People just needed time to filter in. But like, it's not something chat should really bring up. Like, it's a little rude, you know? You're like, wow, there's nobody talking in this chat. I wonder why. Like why in the world would I want someone to say that? Come on, guys, come on. But anyway, let's say hi to everyone. Hi, Summer, hi, Clay Bloom, hi, Ace. It's been a while since you have time to watch. Content staffing be time-consuming. I mean, I also went on a vacation, so there was like a whole week when you couldn't watch, so I'm sure that added to the time. Hi, Astro. Yes, now there's a cow in chat. Hi, Shadow Viper. Hi, Plasma. Morning, Glade Bloom. Morning, Stedius. Morning, Ace God. So step on the fox paws. Hi, Octoling. You're on Windows 7? Damn. I hope, if you're on the internet on Windows 7, I hope you have a good, like, virus protection going on there. A little bit concerned since I don't think you get security updates anymore. Hi Marvin, you're using your own custom antivirus. I'm not sure how effectively you can make a custom antivirus, but good luck with that. I'd be doing finger guns if I had fingers. Good luck with that. Hello everyone! So yesterday was crazy. I know how we talked about all that wild smoke fire coming down from Canada? Yeah, hoof guns. All that wildfire smoke, so we still technically have the air quality. It connects to virus, so we'll check virus is pretty simple. I see, okay. Hi, Nathan. Alright, so remember how like it was all yellow yesterday and I talked about that? Technically we're still under an air quality warning, but I'm not sure how much it applies. Like that the sky is blue again, we got sun again. But yesterday was terrible. Like, literally, like, it was yellow outside. It looked overcast, but that wasn't clouds, that was smoke. Everything was literally tinted yellow outside. It was like something out of a movie. And when you actually step outside, you could literally, it smelled like the air was burning. You could smell the burning in the air. And so I went to work, but the smoke was actually bothering me so much, I ended up wearing an N95 mask the whole day. Because, you know, it blocks particulates, so that's like the perfect thing to protect you in that circumstance. But yeah, I ended up wearing an N95 mask all day at work because all the smoke from the wildfires in Canada was actually bothering me so much. I mean, I probably could have survived without it, but I did find myself to be in some minor discomfort. And as soon as I put the mask on, it was like night and day. It was like a 10 times difference. It was literally like 9 days. You put the mask on and you're like, the air feels fresh again. But no, that was crazy. Supposedly it was supposed to continue into today, but the sky is blue again, so maybe everything's fine. Oh, I'm sure Minnesota has an air quality warning. Minnesota's getting it all worse than we did. Minnesota's getting it worse than we did. Your old school's automotive has a PC still next to its network because their inventory software needs it. Yeah, I do know that a lot of the reason a lot of these old computers are still working is because they can't really be updated without breaking stuff. It's very funny. But yeah, yesterday was actually kind of, it was novel. It was definitely novel. Because like, you look outside and it's yellow. It looks like something out of a movie. And I'm, like, wearing a mask. And, I mean, sure, all the smoke was bad. But, like, because it was a novel situation, it was kind of fun in a way. Like, I hope I don't sound crazy for saying that. But, like, it was something, it was something new. Everything looked funny outside. I got to, like, wear a mask and feel superior because I wasn't choking on smoke like everything else. I hope you're staying safe, Plasma, with all the smoke out there, because if it's bad here, it's gotta be even worse where you live. Peanut, the horse is streaming. She is. Hello, Willow. Hi, Axolotl, you're dying of heat and burning because no house UK have AC and are built to keep heating. Yeah. Hi, Marks. But yeah, yesterday was crazy. It does seem to have cleared up. Patches its signature look of superiority, /J. But you know, it's like, you know, I'm the only person wearing a mask, and I'm wearing the fancy N95 mask. And like, I'm not joking on the smoke, so I get to feel like, haha, I'm smarter than all y'all. Y'all just don't want to put on a mask, but I did, and I'm better off. And you know, and I get to feel mildly superior. And like the SPF 50 plus, like swimsuits I'm ordering, that they're gonna have like long sleeves and such. And everybody's gonna be frying and getting skin cancer in their teeny tiny bikinis. And I get to feel mildly superior because I'm actually wearing sun protection. You know, it's like little things like that, you know? Like, you never say it. You never say it out loud, but you get to think it in your head and do like little happy wiggles and think, haha, I'm smarter and taking better care of my body than you. Overcautiousness for the win. Listen, if you skin cancer, 'tis a joke. It better be a joke. It better be a joke. Alright, why don't we get into the game? It's their itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikinis, exactly. I mean, ain't nothing, like, people should be able to wear what they want. People should be able to wear what they want. But it is an established fact that I'm gonna be far more protected from UV rays than they are. That's all I'm gonna say. There we go. Let's make sure the Minecraft audio works. Yep, we're good. Wait, I can't hear the Minecraft audio. The fuck? Ah, damn, I think I have to restart it. That's weird. I swear the music audio is louder than I'm used to. You guys had a thunderstorm yesterday. 50-mile-per-hour wind and hail warning. Oof. Hi, Ivan. How have I been? Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, the smoke yesterday was crazy. The smoke yesterday was crazy, but I wore a mask and I was fine. Even when I was wearing my mask, though, my eyes would, like, burn sometimes. And it's not picking up the game. There we go. Okay, we're good. That's weird. I swear the music is suddenly louder than it normally is. Yeah, hang on. I don't like that. Why does it feel so loud to me? Like, it's at 7%, right? It shouldn't feel louder. It's weird. Hang on, I don't know. Because if I bring down the volume here, it's quieter for you guys. It just feels louder to me, and I don't like it. Like, it's probably all in my head, but I can't hear the game as well. The music does sound a bit loud. That's weird. That's weird. Hang on, let me bring it down a little. Okay, I've reduced it from 7% to 5%. Not much of a difference. 4%? How's that, 4%? Now, I'm just slightly afraid you might not be able to, like, hear the actual, to hear it on some of the choir. That sounds better. All right. My one concern is you might not be able to hear as well in some of the quieter songs. Baked potato. Alright, let's get back to what I was working on. Yeah, everything sounds louder for some reason. Does the game sound louder to you guys? Like, I feel like I'm being gaslit and or tripping balls. Hello, Drake. Am I also live tomorrow or during the weekend? Sadly not, Samir. The past 4 days were the only 4 days I could stream this week. I don't have it, I work, the hours I work, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, aren't gonna allow me to stream. Oh, I think I was working over here. You have rain the whole week and you're finally ending your study on social educator? I'm trying to figure out what you're saying there. But it sounds like there's a good thing, so congrats. Thank you, Samir. So between last stream and now, I updated my shaders. I updated my shaders to the latest version, like both, like complimentary Unbound and Euphoria Patches, which adds extra features. So I don't know if anything's gonna really look different, but I did update that. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything I missed previously. That's what we're checking for. Before we start building that path, I'm checking for anything that I missed. Nope, that's covered. Oh, here we go. How'd that happen there? How did I not get this? This is why you always check. There we go. Oh, there we go. See, there's some grass we missed. This is why you always look. It's like a social worker, but in the school. Oh, okay. So you don't need that kind of help anymore, is what you're saying. Cool. Difficult to tell without much going on in the game. You think the game does sound louder than usual. Oh, yeah, that does seem loud. What the fuck? Yeah, that's way louder. What the fuck? It's dipping into the red. Did something happen to my computer? Why is everything louder? Turn it down to 25. Let's see what that happens. Yeah, okay. We'll try to keep it in the yellow range. Annoying skeletons, very annoying. Hi, Xantharos. Can't wait for another thunderstorm this afternoon. I hope we get one. I heard that most of the thunderstorms are... Well, I hope we get... I love thunderstorms, man. Every time there's been a thunderstorm, we just haven't been home. Like, I keep barely missing out. Like, there were apparently thunderstorms while I was on vacation, and I keep missing them. I want to see them. Someone delivered donuts to your house today because they forgot your birthday last month. Aww. Why, how we had a big and bad Mexico filter here in the vicinity of... Yeah, we had that over here. Like, even all the way over in Massachusetts, the jet stream brought the dust right to us. It brought all of the, not the dust, it brought all the smoke right to us. It was like everything, the sky was, not just the sky, everything had like a yellow filter over it. I actually wore an N95 mask because the smoke started to actually bug me, so I wore that all day at work. Appreciate the horse while I'm here. Yes, yes. That's good, definitely louder. I wonder why. That's so weird. Because all my audio settings were the same as they always were. That's really weird. I'll have to keep an eye out on that. I wonder, I might have to adjust other games of mine in the future. too annoying to do these nuts jokes. You sleep on my comfy bed? Oi! It's... Get a sleeping bag! Why are you gonna take my bed? There's something updated. Well, there was... When I booted up my computer this morning, there did appear to be some sort of Windows update that was finishing. So I don't know if that could have affected anything. I also noticed that my microphone wasn't selected in by the source. Like I had to reselect my microphone as an audio source. So maybe something about the update did fuck with my sound settings, but I don't know. But everything appeared to still be at the same, so I don't know if Windows like jacked up what the audio meant, or... I ain't using it. You can't you can't just use someone else's bed. You can't. You'll get your vibes and your germs all over it. Only my vibes and germs are allowed in my bed. Welcome back, Plasma. Gonna collect snow from my snowy peaks. I have enough at the moment. Especially since I've basically finished this. Right now I'm looking for any area that I missed. And then we're gonna start building a road. Microsoft Vibe coding doing the update video could have messed up my audio settings. Because it looked like I still had my volume at like 50 and I swear that like my main computer audio settings doesn't actually affect OBS, so I don't know, it's like suddenly 50% audio is louder than it used to be. And yet it also somehow affected what you guys can hear. It's weird. Don't know what happened. Hopefully we fixed it. See, here's a couple more we missed. I'm have to be satisfied with this, honestly. And see, there's always a few. There's always a few that get missed. Wonder if I will run into your base since your base is in a snowy area? Maybe? I mean, maybe I ran into it in the past. I'm just taking care of all the areas near the Ponyberg. I converted the snowy area already. Because if yours is where? Let's see, where the fuck are we? If yours is like over... No, not that way. Over there. I know I worked to improve the biome that was over there. Jump on for some reason, but you two, your ping is like 800. Oof. Oof. Well, Rarity seems to be playing fine with like a 358 ping. But yeah, there's this snowy area here that I improved. I filled it out with snow. And I know there are like a few buildings and bases that I connected up. No idea how they're dealing with that. But yeah, there's a couple bases in the area that I linked up to the main roadway. You can see how I spent all the time and made it and like improved the snowiness of the area. Put a lot of effort on this. Not quite sure what you mean by that, Ivan. You think my model is? Yeah, it does that. It does that. Yeah. Thanks for telling me, though. So something about the running shaders and the game in my model at the same time. There's a bottleneck with my GPU because it only has 4 gigabytes of VRAM, and I'm pretty sure that's where the bottleneck is. And if something has to go, it seems to fail my model. Instead of dropping in-game frame rate, it seems to drop the frame rate of my model. It just happens sometimes. And at that point, I just look up to the sky or straight down at the ground, and it clears up. Happens most often when the shaders are being particularly stressed for some reason. With a slideshow when I look at across the horizon, my shaders, yeah, I know. Someday I'll have a better GPU with more than 4 fucking gigabytes of VRAM. I have a 3070. What, in what universe? It's a 3070. Why does the 3070 only have 4 gigabytes of VRAM? It's stupid. Yeah. Yes. Alright, where's it now? I want to connect that guy's base up to the road here. Problem is, I'm not sure how I do that. Well, I could start here. And then we can use this to lead down the mountain. Or at least just start to. It's like a start, you know? Actually, rather difficult to connect this all together. I can do this. Then I gotta figure out what's happening from here, because clearly it's not just a straight shot. I'm trying to remember what I do with, like, gravel. Do I... Check something real quick. What is Skulk Block doing? Well, it's someone's base. They put it there. That's someone's base. They put it there. Yum snow. Once upon a time, 4 gigabytes was plenty. I got this computer in late 2020. I think even back then, like 4 gigabyte. Like if you have a 3070 and you want to push that 3070 to its max, I feel like you should have your 3070 have more than 30. Have more than, like, 4 gigabytes. Just checking how I previously did something over here. Okay, that doesn't help me. Trying to figure out what I do if I go over a patch of, gravel. So Samantha says you need to update your PC. If I update from a 3070, I'll probably have to change a bunch of other parts of my PC, and it just sounds like a pain in the ass. I'd be a dive bomber dropping random stuff? What do you mean? I need all this stuff. Why would I drop it? Okay, so it does look like I would normally cut through it with cobblestone. I guess. I thought I saw something. Holy moly, Windows 7 works. Really? You joined this server with Windows 7? That's crazy, bro. Mmm, 30 FPS. Yeah, you won't... Yeah, 91, not bad. No PC need to update every 2 years? Nah, that's way too much. I've used the exact same PC configuration since like when was it anyway? Exact PC configuration since late December 2020. Hans, yes, Hans, hello. A little more gravel. How what? What gave you levitation? I think flying as a Pegasus naturally gives you levitation. Okay, what am I gonna... We need a little more gravel. What if I just don't? What if I don't do that? I think paths would just make more sense. Why not have more dirt? I guess I'll use these grass blocks I picked up. Perfect amount. You would still need more gravel, though. Let me go home and grab a little more gravel. Hang on. Gravel sounds so damn. GPU's be easy, so as long as you have that PCIe x16 connector. So I wouldn't have to like update my motherboard or anything else if I wanted to swap. Because I only have a 3070, you know? Like, I'd be concerned that like some of my parts couldn't handle if I swapped to a 40 or 50 series. Where the frick am I keeping gravel? I know I have it somewhere. It might be down the basement. Where the fuck? Hi, X-Corrupted! Hi, Harfang! After 42 months among, did you discover the meaning of life? No, did you? I don't know, did you? The upgrade with the motherboard is the RAM and CPU. As far as you know. I'll keep that in mind. I don't know, like if I was going to like update my CPU, do I want to get would I want to get like a 40 series, a 50, like what do you think? Like what about like my power? Would I have to upgrade like my power, whatchamacallit? Damn it, I literally got distracted, didn't even grab the frickin' gravel. I think it's here. Yes, it is! Need to upgrade the power to 150 series and even for the 40 series heavily depends on the card. I mean, what would I want to use as a replacement? Like, assuming that I want to run, like, Minecraft, like 70 isn't that bad, and yet my model still lags. So let's say I'm trying to run, like, Minecraft with, like, high-setting shaders, stream, and my VTuber model at the same time, or swap out, like, Minecraft with high shaders with, like, a high-fidelity game. You are 5090, your gaming PC has a 1600 PSU. Let's see. We have to check that your PSU is strong enough for your new GPU if you want to upgrade. Personally, you've totally given up on my NVIDIA cards. We've just been using Intel cards. I know your 3070 shouldn't be that bad, and yet, that 4 gigabytes VRAM is really killing me. Like, I'm assuming that's the bottleneck that I keep hitting. I don't know what it could possibly be. It's gonna be a really annoying cliff to descend. Yesterday. Well, I could dig these up. Make it a little easier. That way we're already even further down. Then where from here? Plug-in VRAM could be a bottleneck. Your GPU is 8 GB VRAM and your model lags in the stream. Your feeling it's just VTube Studio. A lot of people have had that complaint recently. I don't think it's VTube Studio, no. It only happens when I'm using a lot of GPU, such as when I'm playing Minecraft with a lot of shaders. And I have like VTube 2 Studio setups with like administrator mode and all the toggles, so it's not supposed to. Yes, I know it's fucking up there. I've seen it a dozen times. I've scouted out this area. No warning has ever spawned. It's fine. I'm just trying to make a damn path. You say I should go for a 4080, 4090, or 5080 if I want to use NVIDIA for my current list of games I play. I know it's there. It's never spawned a warden. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. How do I want to, like, build this up out of stone? Like, what the heck am I going to do here? The greatest death is time. Gonna name this cow Bessie. Good for you, bucko. Passionate about landscaping. Perhaps. Could just kind of deconstruct everything a bit. Take it down another level. So pick up your things and go. One is beyond the horizon. Rain or shine. These mountains are like so steep, it's really hard and annoying to climb down them. Might want to just straight up do some landscaping here. Probably gonna need a bunch of stone. Like I could like turn here and go this way a bit. Maybe. You would say anything from A&D would be good for me. Obviously means a motherboard change. I have to anyways upgrade from my eye. I mean, I don't think the motherboard is a bottleneck. I'm not really worried about that. Like as long as I mean, if I could use the same one, then hydrate. I can hydrate. Like I thought an i9 was already pretty good, right? Now, what is the difference between a 5080 and a 5090? Horse does a sippy, yes. But like you recommended me a 4080, 4090, or a 5080. Like, is there like, what is the material difference between a 5080 and a 5090? I genuinely don't have a good plan for this. doot, 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 doot. I liked it the other way better. Just that it's everything is so inconvenient. A slight performance upgrade from your understanding. In general, the 5000 is about 20% more powerful than the equivalent 4000 series. Or 45090 and 32 gigabytes VRAM, but also a lot of power draw, 600 watt cable. Whew. $5080, 16 gigabyte, GDDR7, 5090, 32 gigabytes, GDDR7. Because I feel like if I got a 5090, I'd be future-proofing myself a little bit. But yeah, I think what I almost certainly have to upgrade my power intake. I don't even know which fucking one I have right now. I know I looked it up at one point, but I can't remember it off hoof. Shush, Willow. Bye, Ivan. Bye, Actling. I literally haven't done anything for so minutes. I'm trying to just figure out how to make this work. I think all this is gonna have to go. Some of it, anyway. I need it to be further back. Only worried about gaming is 60 gigabytes plenty. If you want to get into AI, then you'll definitely want way more. I mean, it's not just gaming. It's gaming and streaming and running a VTuber model. Like, I want to be able to do any kind of wacky, like, high-powered shenanigans in the future. I guess, like, I'm just used to buying, like, attempting to buy the best thing possible, you know? Because I don't want to buy something and then find out, like, oh, it's actually not good enough, you know? Like I've literally used this 3070 since 2020. Like I don't want to buy something and finally get it replaced after all these years, and then turns out it doesn't do everything I need it to do ever, you know? If I do 3D modeling, I'll need a 5090 and the intense rendering. Hi Grimoire, how you doing? Pretty good. Not bad. Yesterday was crazy. There was a ton of wild smire folk from Canada that was being brought here by the Jetstream. I actually wore an N95 mask at work. But today there's like blue skies, so it seems like it's cleared up pretty significantly. I said wildfire, shush. Make sure I fix these. my approach. Shush, all y'all shush. I said wildfire! I have a fucking speech impediment! I said wildfire! I just have a speech impediment of some... I don't even know what it is, but I sound weird sometimes. I have a lot of spit in my mouth. Said wildfire. It doesn't matter what it actually came out sounding like. No, I said wildfire. I didn't misspeak. It just came. Apparently it came out sounding like something different. Doesn't mean I misspoke. My speech is just wrong sometimes. Doesn't feel quite right. Look, that's my best shusher face. Doing good, Chops. Let's supposed to mention peach tree that you felled the other day. You killed a peach tree? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to. You want me to stretch? If I have to. All right, hang on. Left. That's right. Stretch backwards. The freaking headphones cord got pulled out again. No, I don't want you to connect to my phone, you stupid headphones. Your cord came out. She was dead already. I see. Hate this frickin' cord. Make sure you guys can still hear the audio. You can, okay. For my 5090, I need a compatible PSU. My motherboard also needs to have a compatible x16 PCIe slot, so... Well, but on board, you might not be able to in the card. The PCIe slot is not supporting. That's a lot of words. That is a lot of words. Have fun lurking. Poetry. Well, I mean, if it was its time, it was its time. All things die eventually. Sounds like it died of natural causes, at least. Attacking syndrome. So at words, it's also very, very important information. See, this is why I haven't upgraded. This is... Can't you see I'm stressing? I wanna help you, I really do, but I still can't help myself. Wait, I have a plan. I know how to make everything look even. I know how to make everything look even. I got this. I got this. Either way, just ask you if you need, because you do too much. Fair enough. But thanks a bunch. Feels like we're getting kind of close. Like, it's not in bad shape. just have to figure out how I'm getting over there. We are making some progress. I feel like this is as far as we can, like, pull it back. But it's still being reasonable. It's gonna take a little bit of work. There we go. We're getting there. Look at everything looking nice and pretty, don't you worry. And grab these. Go, and then just recover everything with snow. There we go. That's how I fucked that up twice. It's always something I've thought about doing, upgrading, but it just, as soon as I start digging into it, it seems to get more and more complicated. I'd have to figure out what power source I use, just I can never remember. I've gotten down to here, but where do I want to go from here? Trying to think of like what is the best way to get over here, because the final goal is to like link up here. Hi Starfall! I'm trying to puzzle up how to link that up to here. Like what's the best way to go? This seems like a pretty decent way to go here. We could kind of go this way. We need a little bit of work. Then we turn at one point. Yeah, like we could turn. I could also try to come down this way. Oh, that's right. He's also got like a second door here, so we're going to want to link that up. I wonder if I should extend the thing out to there. So GPUs, Air like share. Tip here if anyone who's looking to paying $5K for 5090, maybe looking to buying a workstation card instead. Not quite as good at gaming as the 5090. They're very comparable, not have to buy. That's true. 5090s are fucking expensive. That's very true. Another reason I very much put off on buying a new GPU. Wherever I end up, I could just dig down to it. You know, I can literally just do this and, like, dig down to wherever we end up having the thing. I do kind of feel like this is some of the most stable area to come down on. Yeah, we could have it here, and then it would, like, turn that way. stop here. Need more. Let's just fill in some cobblestone just for testing purposes. It still doesn't work. We're like off by just a little bit. We like need an extra stair. Unless we raise everything up to this height. Nap sounds good. Have a good nap. What if you like raise everything up here? This could work. This could definitely work if we raise everything up. It still doesn't work. Oh, that's right. I was going to fill in everything. Let me just double check when I'm working. Okay, this is all gravel, so we're going to want to fill that in with gravel. Alright, so this... We'll get there. It's really hard to build a freaking path on a mountain, I'm telling you. So then we actually break this again. There, okay. Got it. The workstation's 224 gigabytes of RAM. It's pretty equivalent to the 5070 Ti in gaming. Pretty good buy. Looks like the gamer tax on the higher end GPUs recently. Yeah. Yeah. I am gonna take this coal though. Just because I want to. My coal now. I actually need more smooth stone. Need more of everything, really. That's just how it goes, I guess. Oh, I'm about to literally dig this up, so. There we go. Hi, Metal Ice. It's not going bad. Got a plan rolling. I mean, I'm getting, like, it's attacked right now, but other than that. I'm assuming that if I upgrade my GPU, like, don't I have to download a bunch of new stuff? Because I have to download, like, all new drivers and stuff, and what if, and like, maybe some of the settings set up on my OBS, what if they're only set up for, like, they're set up for my 3070, so it screws with, like, my audio canceling on my mic or something. That's another reason I haven't updated. I don't know. I'm constantly torn between actually getting a GPU that can run anything I need and not lag when I really stress it out, or just continuing to suffer because there's just so many what ifs. I got a plan here. Main issue is that these are not even, so I might have to literally deconstruct the entire side of the mountain there. I'll figure it out. Help if that Zombo wasn't there. Wait, no, that's fine. That doesn't need to change at all. I do need these Zombos to go away. Enough of OBS works there that I could change. Neither do I, man. I'm such a fraud. So you still have your own GPU there if I need. I mean, true, but then I spend a shit ton of money on something. I need more cobblestone. But I do see the plan coming together. Yeah, I do need more cobblestone. Hi, Feather Data. Hi, NJN. No problem, just keep your receipt flat and on and flame that shit on the wall because it can save your ass. I didn't fair, yeah. It's just the idea of upgrading my GPU has been something I've thought about for years but never actually brought into fruition. You're at the beach, good for you. Hope you're wearing sunscreen. And or, well, you should be doing both really, but I just hope you got some sun protection. That is a problem, hang on. Because now we gotta go down here. Guess we could do it like this. Die, Zombo, die. Fuck off. Oh, for Sunshine PonyCon! I see. That's right. It's coming up soon, isn't it? How exciting. Have a great time. And he managed to set me on fire anyway, right before he died. The absolute fucko. Okay, there we go. It's not coming out quite as nicely as I'd hoped. Like, I'm gonna have to replace some of this, but yeah, this is not coming out as nicely as I had hoped. It's taking way more blocks than it was originally intended. It's gonna end up being some re-sculpting, unfortunately. Just because it's just the planning right now. And after that's gonna have to come the fixing. It just keeps going. Oh god, it takes so long to get where I need it to. It needs for everything to be like one step back. I can't because of this. Like, the baking a thing down a mountain is so difficult. It's alright, we'll figure it out. We need a lot more gravel, though. I gotta start trying to get it to blend in. Try to make it look a bit more natural when I'm doing. Yeah, we're going to need smooth stone, and we're gonna need gravel, and maybe a bit more dirt. Gonna go home and grab some smooth stone, gravel, and dirt. Yes, Feather, I see you. It's not. Hang on, smooth stone would be downstairs. Hi, Christopher. Couple dirts. He loves running around. He loves running around the attic. I'm looking out the window here. All right, smooth stone and gravel are downstairs. Oh, Greg doesn't like your potty map. That's why I don't have. I never have it on. Let's see what we can do about this stupid mountain. iPac man doing pretty good. I'm a heckin' cutie. Well, that's good to know. Now I just gotta figure out how to make all this look natural. In here, we gotta figure something out. I'm really tired of Novel Tail. I'm gonna need to go get more. Let's ask Autocorrect to add curse words to your dictionary. Not sure this is going quite the way I wanted to. Like, I'm trying. I'm really trying to make this work. Go. Oh, I need more gravel. Let me hit back. I'll grab more gravel and more taters. You're allowed to swear here. Yes! It's literally in the rules. This is a rule that literally says you're allowed to swear. It's in... literally, officially written down. Yeah, a lot more gravel. And we gotta grab some taters. Love hearing my niece sing. Aw, thank you. It's good to swear. I like swearing too. How far do I want to go with this? We are starting to make it look more normal. So that's a good sign. I could just... That's not so bad. We're getting to something that looks fairly normal. You okay for a bit? Okay! Ooh, got dark fast. I swear there used to be a bit more shadows? Like sun still up. We don't want to check those settings. Hang on. Oh, come on. I'm working here, you dumb frickin'. sky, darkness to saturation. Horizon, skybox settings, custom skybox sky mod. I don't have this in Horizon. I tried to install Photonics, but it turns out they don't have a version that works with my version. Well, light settings. No, that's block light. Well, that's beams, blood moon settings, fog, seasons. Maybe it's just because I'm so high up in the air on the mountain that like the sunset looked weird. For some chocolate, your mom said life is like a box of chocolate. Yes, that is a reference to Forrest Gump. Ah, you little shit, I'm working here. Fortunately, it's a little dark, but more than enough for me to work with. Oh, why are you shooting? I hate these frickin' skeletons. Like, quite clearly, I'm working here and y'all just decide to come over and harass me. I got stuff to be doing. There's so many of you. I've only killed like 2. I can't work with y'all hassling me. It's like 4 of you I've killed now, specifically skeletons. Put those away for now. Ah, it's a new moon. That's why it's so fucking dark. That explains it. Hang on, that was a fuck up. There we go. It's looking something close to normal. I'm certainly getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I think I heard another skeleton. I knew I heard you. I knew I heard you, you fucko. I'm trying to work here. You know, building a road actually takes quite a lot of concentration. And you are breaking my concentration. I didn't even mean to put that there. We're almost there, but like we haven't quite reached the vibes I want. I might do it. I think this will work. I think this will work. Man, it is so dark. And I want this novel tail shit off my screen. Mr. Skillington is a bit of a bully. He really is. That's one thing that always annoys me, chat, that you can't turn off novel tail. So I'm constantly getting these giant ass bot messages that I already know the contents of that block like half my screen, and it's the worst. And it's bad, and it's also annoying because I'm trying to stream and it blocks you guys from seeing what's going on. tried to install some mods before to like hide it, but it does never seems to work. Welcome to Vibe Mountain. Messages could be tutorial whispers for newcomers. Yeah, this, but you can't turn it off even if you're not a newcomer. Like, yes, they're meant to be tutorial messages, but you can't turn them off even no matter how many years you played on this server. There is no, like, in-server way to turn them off. Like, you're just stuck with them, and some of the messages are freaking huge, and they take up such a large part of the screen. Tutorial mode for years. There's just no way to turn it off. You just get these big freaking messages that cover your screen. That's one thing that I really wish they'd add into the server. A way to finally turn off Novelbot. Might need a little work on this side, I'm realizing. Let me finish working on this first. I'm gonna put in a bunch of dirt in between these. Ponies, yes. They're very annoying. I'm trying to do construction projects there and they keep getting in my way. Very inconsiderate of them, I think. That's a bit too fast. That breaks too many. It's 4:27 in the afternoon. 20 missed texts from you. I'm sorry, we're up all night getting friendly with each other. I miss you, it's magic. Staring at the mirror, gonna smile, smile. We'll be late, we got plans. Time to start a fucking riot. So tired of keeping myself in a box. Just really don't care, put your hoods in the air tonight. I wanna fall in love with every pony. We're gonna set the streets alight. Everything's so fucked and I'm tired of being scared. Let's get out and fuck up Equestria. I made a data monarchy. This is our world now. Gotta go fast. I only just realized that netherite tools exist. The only thing about armored Stadius, I have been using netherite tools for these exact netherite tools for a very long time. How did you not recognize them? I'm gonna turn my headphones just died, so I'm actually gonna turn the music volume back up a bit. Let me know if it gets too loud again. And I just really don't care, put your hoods in the air tonight. Wanna fall in love with every pony, we're gonna set the streets alight. Everything's so fucked and I'm tired of being scared, so let's get out and fuck up Equestria. Our world now. Our world now. I know what the future holds. We'll figure it all out in time. figure this out. First, I realize there's some space over here that I need to improve. Everything's so hot that I'm tired of being scared, so let's get out and fuck up Equestria. Went up for a few. I know it went up for you. I was gonna turn it up for both of us. See, because of all these songs at different volumes, it's really hard to balance the sound for both you and me. Hi, Archie. Morning. The Grays thought they were like highly enchanted iron tools. I think they're more purpley, personally. This doesn't seem to be working. Hang on. I just keep putting down more and more, but it's not actually making it look better. Yeah, like that. No, not that there. It's so hard, chat. It's so hard. You're watching YouTube on TV. Cool, good for you. That did not help make it look better. It just looks so bad. It's so frustrating getting things to look good. I could. Do something like that. Still not quite right though. It's a bit closer. What if I dig this out? I feel like I kind of wanna... I feel like that's gotta be close enough, right? It's very annoying because I didn't truly unpack from my trip, so there's like stuff scattered over my room, so like I haven't been charging my headphones because I only have one of my USB-C chargers out. So I always end up charging my phone overnight instead of my headphones. And so when the noise cancellation goes out, like, suddenly everything just becomes harder to hear because noise cancellation makes everything louder. But I can't, like, adjust the sound, like in game, because then it's quite... I guess I could adjust sound here. Because this wouldn't... I can adjust, like, the master volume on my computer, because that doesn't affect what you guys hear. I can do that, at least. I'm gonna do some digging here to make it make a little more sense. There, okay. That's better. Yeah, that's better. There, that makes the hill make a bit more sense. Here I actually need a cobblestone. Gotta refill your water. Yeah! Sorry if I've been very talkative today, chat. I am just so focused on this. This is so focused. Actually, I wanted to kind of go this way. Oh, hang on. I think I fucked this up. Let me hit the undo button a few times. Yeah, I wanted to take this path. Give me a minute to figure out what I'm doing here. I probably don't want to take that. I probably want to do the opposite, actually. I'm gonna end up building this out again. But it's fine. There we go. There we go. This is real progress. Hi, Super Torn. I'm just being really focused right now, trying to work on this. Making good progress, though. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Might actually make more sense to keep this filled in, actually. Well, actually, no, I am literally going to keep it filled in. I'm about to fill it with dirt. What am I saying? And dig this out. Making a pathway. Yes, I am. Down a frickin' mountain, which is why it's so annoying to make. It's such a pain in the butt, but I'm figuring it out. Figuring it out as I go. Alright, so now we need to place some gravel to make it look more natural. There we go. And I fill that with cobblestone. We can basically just attempt to keep it going straight. I am gonna have to turn it at some point. So I think that's going to, where is this gonna come out? Let me just see. I keep going straight. I bet it's gonna come out. Yeah, so we're gonna have to like get here and then like turn and like go that way, and it'll meet up with that path there. The hard part, it really is just getting everything to look natural. That's the annoying part, getting everything to look all natural. problem. It breaks them. I want to block one block and it breaks like 3 at once. I meant to swap to the... It's literally so hard to press the right thing. There. So I'm just going to use this shovel because it's actually a bit slower, I think. This one is just too fast. Go 1, 2, 1, 2. I think I'm gonna have to cover this up.
What are you doing here?
Gonna do a little bit of fudging here.
What do you think of this?
There we go. We have to fudge the side a little bit here too, but I'm prepared. That. I gotta figure out how to make it look natural again. Who's shooting at me? Hi, Gecko! I'm like really focused on trying to make this path and make it look natural. I've been trying to escape from this stupid fucking phase I call love. Ooh, Bonnie. Doesn't mean y'all can't talk to me. It's just that's explanation for why I might not be the most chatty without being prompted. Do you remember who I am? You pick me up. I was at my lowest. Oh no. Woo. Where am I building this pathway? It goes from here, from like that house up there, and it's gonna connect up to the road down here once I'm done. It's been practice, practice, practice for the recital coming up. 'Cause I don't really give a fuck. Bonnie, won't you show me how to live? I've been under a rock since I was a fillet. Ooh, oh, Bonnie, do you remember who I am? You pick me up. You're getting excited for the announcement of MOP G6? Yes! Yes, there does seem to be actual confirmation that G6 is coming, which is very exciting. You want to press the naked button? No? Fine. Fine. You get what you pay for. Been thinking about you since you left. You said we'd be best friends, but you're stuck in my head. Oh, won't you call me back? Stay courageous with your cups. Forget this whole facade and ooh, please just call me back. Oh, oh. Fuck off, stupid Zombo. I'm working. I can get away with that. Hang on, let me put a couple more here. Yeah, I can get away with that. Did you ever read the letters I sent? Oh, you want to know about G6? Yeah, hang on, there's this actual, real thing. No, it just came out within the past couple days. I put a link on it in general, hang on. Hang on, I can grab it, hang on. I'm actually gonna pause the music because I'm missing my favorite part of the song. Copy link. Yeah! So that this is like a real thing. So we are going to be getting G6. And like, there's no way in hell there aren't going to be leaks from that private presentation, you know? No way in hell there aren't going to be leaks, so it's very exciting. I mean, if you don't, I mean, you're kind of killing G6 before it even comes out, man. Just let G6 be its own damn thing. Just let G6 exist and be its own damn thing. Like, I don't think we need to cover enthusiasm. We're excited to get any pony content at this point. We're excited to be allowed for any pony content at this point. Like, I think our enthusiasm is just that we're getting pony content again, period. Like, why does everything have to be as good as G? Like, what does good even mean? Like, some people might like different things about the show. Like, why do we have, like... Just let G6 exist and be a good show in its own right. It's probably going to be different from G4, but different doesn't mean bad. Like, are you saying, like, do you think that do you really mean G6 isn't gonna be the same as isn't gonna be as good as G4, or do you really mean G6 isn't gonna be like G4? Because if all people want is like G4 2.0, you have a fair weather fin noise, what means personally? Yeah, I mean, like if the only thing that people want out of G6 is for it to be G4 2.0, they'll probably be disappointed. Like, that's what they shouldn't go into G6 looking for. They should just go into G6 looking for a good show. They shouldn't go into G6 looking for G4. Have fun lurking, Gecko. I'm sure there'll be plenty of memes. Don't even worry about that. You're gonna see G5, but more G5. I think G6 is gonna be its own thing. I think Hasbro's gonna take us in a new direction, and G6 will very much be its own thing. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Alright, this I have to... Oh, right. Hang on. I gotta put the music back. So G5 wasn't canceled so soon? Yeah, the execution of G5 was bungled by Hasbro, and then they killed it. It was kind of sad. Alright. Oh. Fucking hell, it's so hard to place the blocks accurately. Did you ever read the letters I sent? I left them on your desk when we were young. I felt this way for a really long time, but I was so scared, so scared. Feeling right, I can keep on living when I see the light. For a while I would ask you like I things done. Oh, who am I? Will I live tonight? G5 just let Ben's people give it credit for. I definitely think G5 was overhated. I definitely think G5 was overhated in a lot of ways. Like, I think people went into G5 expecting G4 2.0 and never gave it the chance to do its own thing. And it certainly wasn't helped by the fact that Hasbro decided to make it a sequel instead of its own thing. And then bungled that execution. I wish it were easy to tell you the demons I face when I sleep at night. I just wanna look after the soul you lose. You weren't yourself for me to hold you instead. I remember does look a little bit funky up here. There's not that much I can do about it. I'm fucking done. I've done my best to make it look natural. I can't stress myself too much more on that. Just seeing what I have to work with up ahead. Eventually we're gonna have to turn, but until that point I want to see what I'm working with. Not bad, not bad. I can work with it. Missy is your favorite character from G5? Nice. What's the chance of the Violet songs playing back to back on one of my streams? I mean, it's not too implausible. I have a decent number of them in the playlist. It's not that improbable. Especially if the shuffle isn't as much of a shuffle as it wants you to think. Got a lot of crap on me. There we go. We go, and then somewhere around here we'll like turn, and I think go this way. Let me just see where this ends up. Oh yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Okay. Just cover up everything else. Start digging it out. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then swap to these. Now we're gonna need dirt. We're gonna need more dirt, I think. G5 here tried to be G4 when it could have just been its own thing, its own universe, and its own world. It was also because G5 actually changed leadership a number of times, so they weren't able to put through the original consistent creative vision. Sure, Vector. Sure, whatever you say, buddy. Yes, Dreg, someone hit the naked button. I think everyone can see that. See, placing snow is more mindless, making it way easier to hold a conversation. Despite the fact it took a bit of planning, it actually wasn't too bad when it comes to making the path work. How much of G5 are all Hasbro's fault? Yes, I would definitely agree. They definitely bungled. They definitely bungled the show's execution. I went to an entire panel about that at HarmonyCon. It was very enlightening. there was a specific plan in place. It wasn't the writers' fault. The writers did the best they could, but the leadership for G5, like the corporate leadership, actually changed a number of times. So the original, like concrete plan that actually made sense they had didn't get to be carried out to its fullest. So they kept had to keep, like, you know, they kept getting demands from above to do this and that. So like the writers could only do so much. No, it was fairly consistent. Like if you actually pay attention, it was fairly consistent. Like it does make sense where it does connect. So I wouldn't say that the connections to G4's lore were inconsistent. I do think it makes sense. But I think that the writers definitely weren't nearly as free as you think they were. Hi, Pretzel Lady. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Really focus on doing this path. Zuluna were not native equestrians, but migrating from the one I get. Yeah, horses, indeed, indeed. Why are you typing 6, 7, 8 in chat? Like what's happening? Ah, hang on, I fucked that. Give me a second to unfuck it. Hey, we got a raid! Hello, raiders! Hello, Wendigo Gaming! Thanks for raiding in. What were you guys up to on stream? Does he even have a server? Yeah, BronyTales is still very much up and running. Yes, yes. Oh, I hate it when it gets dark like this. I can't frickin' see. Do I need help? With the path, I don't think so. I've got the rest of it planned out. Got all the planning done. Just gotta execute. I think it's going pretty good now. The hard part is over. The hard part of the planning is over. I mean, oh yeah, you can definitely TP, definitely. Yeah, I let people just randomly stand around me in game. Am I going to go to Everfree Northwest this year? Definitely. You were doing hardcore 100 days building a mega base. Damn! Good for you for keeping alive. You got an ROG ally, so you play building Xaero. Apparently Java doesn't support controllers without mods. What, really? I had no idea. Yeah, cold feet. You're very funny, Victor. Oh yeah, like it's crazy this year. I think like every Northwest is going to be so packed with people. Yes, I do have Figura installed. Yes, indeed I do. There's a full list of all the clients. Oh, Wendigo Gaming, thank you for the follow. But yeah, there's a full list of all the client-side mods I'm using down in my panels. I'm gonna fill this in, otherwise it's gonna look a little kooky. Oh wait, the gravel does sound damp. All 3 VAs and the Dadlings being there. Yes, very exciting. Crazy, you were crazy ones? Did they lock you in a room, a rubber room with rats? Do rats make you crazy? You think there was an update recently all the old models stopped working? If it was a long time ago? I genuinely have no idea. I don't have a Figura model uploaded. I just have the mod so I can see other people's. So I have no idea, Horsey. Sorry. Crazy pets. Hey, thank you for the follow, Horsey. Have a good time. We see you, Super Torin. Wait for Low Horse. I'll be here. I'm here. I'm just here making a road. I'm just here making a road. You're scared of your hardcore because no hostile mobs have been spawning. Have you checked that you don't have it set to peaceful? Like, if no mobs are spawning, I would assume that you probably accidentally have the thing set to peaceful. Like, that would be my first guess. Man, I need more dirt already. Completely ran out of dirt already. Of course, interesting. I'm sure there's some explanation. I mean, you're probably trying to avoid mobs doing it. Like, what do you mean none are spawning? Like, have you gone caving? Have you, like, hung around at night? I'm sure if anything, it would just be a bug, or like they're spawning somewhere else where you can't see them. It's a hardcore. I don't see why you're complaining, honestly. No, bad creeper. It's okay. I got him. You wish you were a pony IRL? I am, and I can tell you, it's pretty great. I don't blame you for wishing. Mobs still spawn in creative vector. So being in creative mode is not a reason mobs would not spawn. Even in the darkest pits of the caves, you need bones. That's really odd. That sounds like a potential bug to me if nothing is spawning. No way? What do you mean, no way? What's happening? I gotta go home and get more dirt. Hey, Daniel Alistair, thank you for the Twitch follow. Well, I'm not in creative. I've explained this several times on stream. I'm not in creative. How does it feel to be a cute pony? Very good. Very good. Spider went splooters. It did. I am pony. This is true. But then, just because I'm flying don't mean I'm in creative. I've explained this before. There's server-side mods making all this stuff work. on, let me just go back to where I was, then I'll accept your teleport. We accept, there you go. I'm gonna keep going back to my working. Hello! I think I recall you being on the server before. Your name definitely looks familiar. Like, your name definitely looks familiar. Now, it's fun if I know them. I mean, there's a good chance that I know them and I just don't remember them offhand. I have such a shit-ass memory. I'm terrible remembering names. I've met so many people in chats and on servers, and like, how am I actually supposed to remember them all? Like, in all seriousness. Server-side plugins to be precise. Yes, yes. It's kind of different following hooves instead of beans. You'll fit right in. You'll fit right in. This is like a semi-anthropomorph. I think I definitely count as a furry. I have a first. You'll fit right in. You're welcome here. Don't you worry one little bit. Hoof beans? That's not a thing. That sounds so cursed. I'm beautifully magical. I am a magical horse. This is true. Basically, you forget names before you've even been told what they are. But there we go. The physical path is complete. Now we just need to do some decorating and some lighting. Some general adjustments. Ah, dang it, I didn't mean to turn on, like, the super digger. I always fuck this up. Wasn't trying to turn on the super digger, dang it. Oh well, shit happens. Dig, dig. Place, place. Does something, if you heard a scary noise? That'll happen. I mean, we are in a shaded area. That might set off some cave noises. Something if a horny horse is a horse, one horn, if a bicorn horse with two horns. Regular horse is a corn, or accurately called an acorn. I think corn means horn. So I guess you could call a normal horse a no horn, but I guess. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's gonna look all pretty once I'm done. I make a path all the way up a mountain, and then I did, and it's all pretty. Quite a bit of planning it took. Bye, Wendigo! Thanks for hanging out. The second to realize what you were doing by digging the blocks adds a great deal of fun. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist. You'll see me doing shit like this all the time. Wish G4 never ended, or at least got rebooted. We don't want you. I'm gonna be honest. We don't want G4 to turn into The Simpsons. I don't think anyone wanted G4 to turn into The Simpsons, where it's just a never-ending show that exists for the sake of itself, you know? I think we should be glad it got an ending. Long before it overstayed its welcome. Ooh, must be a thunderstorm. I hit fairly close. Why are you hearing music from the World Marleybone? Because it's my music playlist, Metalice. You've been a long-time viewer. How do you not know I have a music playlist for Minecraft? And it contains multiple Wizard 101 songs from Arc 1. It's been like this for ages. It's literally been in my playlist for like a year or more, or probably significantly more. I don't know how you've missed this. Like, all the songs from Arc 1 are in this playlist. So I don't use commands, Daniel, because I think they make chat look ugly, but if you need the IP, it's just BronyTales.com, real simple. BronyTales.com. Real simple. It runs, it has compatibility for higher versions, but it runs on 1.21.4, so that's the version I'd recommend you join on. But yeah, I don't use chat commands because I just think they look ugly and clutter up chat. But yeah, it's just BronyTales.com, real simple. Brony with B. Brony with a B. B-R-O-N-Y, like baboon. Like Brony, the fandom. But yeah, I can literally, hang on, I can literally show you. Hang on. I can literally show you. Hang on. See? Edit. BronyTales.com. Like this right here. Yeah, or that they just put in chat. That's it. That's it. Yeah, this is a very good server. I highly recommend it. The staff is very attentive, so it's a very safe place to play. Just be aware it is an all ages server, so it won't let you swear. And I wouldn't recommend trying, believe me. That, like, it's a very safe server to play, and the staff are very attentive. All versions are latest version. The server itself runs on 1.21.4. So I would recommend joining in that version. It has some plugins that allow you to join on newer versions. But I think for the least amount of issues, I'd recommend joining on 1.21.4. That's the version I'm on right now. Or if you're trying to censor your swearing, I still think it might like, they don't want even the perception of swearing, you know? Like, it's supposed to be a kid-friendly server. Yeah, hang on, I got some that have covered these. At least it'll cover up anything I missed. now we gotta get some decorating done. Oh, hang on. Got some snow missing right there. Perfect. So, temporarily pack these away. What do I need? Okay, the trapdoors, the mossy. Trapdoors, mossy, dirt. Okay. Let me go get the supplies. We're gonna need a lot of it. Server has certain feelings about swearing. We have our own view on this chat. It's fucking great. Well, I think what the fluff would be acceptable, but I don't think what the stars would be acceptable. Like, I think you could say what the fluff, but you can't. I doubt they'd want you to say what the star. Because that suggests an actual swear word, but I think what the fluff would be perfectly acceptable. True, yeah, and then more swearing means that I don't get shoved into the YouTube Kids app because of the pony avatar. What did I come here for? Right, I remember. Why don't I grab 4 just in case? 4 of those. We're gonna need more concrete powder. Which at the very least I know how to make. If you wouldn't say it on a kid, you probably wouldn't want to say it in the BronyTales server. Exactly. I'm gonna have to make some, so I'll grab this. Oh wait, we got a little more here. That's a good. We're gonna need more, so let's grab some spruce wood. Okay, perhaps that was a bit much for me. It's fine, I'm sure. Okay, I need some frickin' sand. I paused the music and forgot about it. I want to rewind the music a little bit, I want to sing to this. I love how you decided to censor yourself anyway and spell fuck wrong. So silly. Some pony over Tumblr last night. She said, "Raw eggs to be so rich, you love at first sight." The one my candy bracelets, now I'm head of the class. I'm still 20%, so get your head out your ass. I'm the internet of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses. Back left, I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you feel it. I'm the internet of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism with the colors fly. Don't care you think it's cringe because it's not your life. She said, do you like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching Equals 3 until 2 a.m. I ain't got no iPhone, but I got a DS with a keychain, a pinky, your cupcakes are the best. I've been failing my classes cause I don't give a damn. They say the world is my oyster, but the free market's a scam. Everything's been changing since last generation was born. And they will try to take me, which is a two-edged sword. Do I have the right to be this cute? Of course I do. Of course I do. How could I not? I'm the internet of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you. I'm the internet of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Hi, Toffee! cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care you think it's cringe because it's not your life. Is this that game, Mindy Crafter? Close enough. No one. This is not today, so set your stride with a twirl. And we've all made mistakes before, that's a fact of life. Once you touch your heart, you'll be just fine. If you like me, say it's all mine. You love this song? Me too. Revel in your friends and hobbies, let your heart speak. Or drift just says some shit, just block that internet free. The internet of the internet, so cleaning up the viruses that you have left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you boo-boo. I'm the internet of the internet. Been fighting on your guns over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care you think it's cringe because it's not your life. Do do ba do do be do do ba do 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 ba do ba do 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 be do do be do do ba do 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 Oi, you got a large sense to be that cute. Of course I. You don't need a wait a minute. You don't need a license to be cute. I'm just as cute. It comes to me naturally. You don't need a license for natural cuteness. You don't need a license for artificial cuteness. Obviously. Yeah, fake randomness is actually really difficult, but I do my best. So you like Violet Pony Toffee the Owl? Do you like any more Violet Pony songs, or is it like just Antonym you know about? Which is fair enough, it's one of her most famous songs. Do you have a license to make people stanky, Vector? Everything glimmers is peak. Hell yeah! I like all the ones I got in this playlist, but Futura I love. Lesbian Ponies with Weapons. Bonnie's a great one. That's a gaming license, not a make people stanky license. I suppose being a gamer is like it means you can be stanky. I'm joshing, of course, but I don't know how that makes you allowed to make other people stanky. Is just the decky rating. I think I hear someone sneaking up on me. Oh, it's probably just that pig. Someone keeps rapidly joining and leaving the server. They're having a lot of trouble. There we go, that looks decently random. Oh, creeper. Yep, I knew he was there. I knew he was there. I knew he wouldn't do much damage to me, though. It's not a new moon anymore, so it's a lot brighter at night, thankfully. That new moon was like, you could not see shit. Yeah, they're just coming and going. Poor guy over there is having a lot of trouble. Oh, I killed a mob next to it. Right. I'm sure that's fine. It's covered by the snow. No one can see that. It's fine. There we go. Pretty nice and quick. So I guess we didn't really need as much as we thought we did. It is you. Oh gosh. Why are you having so much trouble getting in? Surely nothing bad could happen from this. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Oh no, I thought you were the epic ducky. You don't know. Oof. I mean, you seem mostly fine. Like, I thought you were the epic duck. No, I thought Vado Nada was someone else. Oh, you're a Vado, so you haven't even managed to make it in. Goodness gracious. I am so, like, what is physically happening on your end? Because it's showing that you're joining. It is showing that you're joining. Why am I putting it there? That is so lame. Why am I doing that? Needs to be a little more varied than that. I'm being stupid. So what's your cuteness? I don't need a cuteness license. My cuteness is natural. My cuteness is natural. You do not need a license for natural cuteness. You only need a license for artificial cuteness. Well, okay, you connected to the Discord, so hopefully you can get some help there for whatever's going on. Let's try to buck it up a little less from here on out. What, are you accusing me of having artificial cuteness? It's all natural, I'm telling you. I just sound like this. It's the autism. Partially. Get cuteness implants, you have to keep up with you. So like normally it kicks you can't. Yeah, BronyTales does block VPNs. That is a fact. Like, is there a message when you get kicked? Is there some sort of message it gives you? Yeah, I did see that it looked like you joined the Discord server, so I definitely say ask for help in their general help channel. Hopefully they can help you figure it out. Why is it... I don't know. What kind of error message are you getting? You don't know? Like when it kicks you out, what do you... Random technical words? It doesn't help me... help you figure it out. If it's technical words, it might just be an issue. Java.packet something. I would definitely say, it looks like you joined their Discord server, so ask for help in their general help channel. They they'd be best suited to help you figure out what's going on. What version did you join? Did you join on 1.21.4? Did you join on something else? You did use, okay, so that's not the issue. Went too far. Is that a torch I'm holding it? Yes, Metal Ice, it is. That's an odd question to I've been holding this exact same torch for dozens and dozens of Minecraft episodes. Like, have you only just started paying attention to the streams now? Do you think that that is a helpful statement? Like, what about your statement do you think is going to help us solve the issue? Like what new information do you think you've given us that we didn't already know? Yeah, I would definitely say ask for help in the server's Discord server. Definitely what I'd recommend, because they are very helpful and I'm sure they'll want to help you. I just don't know enough about Minecraft to help you troubleshoot this. Do you try... Stupid question, but you guys are trying to join on Java Edition, right? Like it can work with Bedrock, but I think that plugin isn't working correct. Okay, just making sure. In theory, it's supposed to work with Bedrock, but I think that plugin just hasn't gotten an update. Okay. Well, you say of course, but you won't believe some of the people who I've had to try to coach joining the server. I'm just covering my bases because some things that I think are obvious are very much not to other people, and I suppose vice versa in many ways. Minecraft demands cookies for some reason. Weird. Yeah, Why would... It's not like it's a browser. Why would it need cookies? You also demand cookies, Nom. Maybe also Google, like Google search the error message to see if somebody like on Reddit or something gives a suggested fix. Played about a year ago and everything worked. That's so weird. Maybe also try Googling the error message or part of it to see if some random person on Reddit has a fix. Because often, like, random people on Reddit, like, to keep the universe working in many ways. You Googled this a lot and still found nothing. Freaking weird. I mean, that's true, Metalized. I don't know what that has to do with the stream. Let me try. How to fix failed to decode packet errors? Are you using what? You don't know how you managed it, but you somehow joined. Yay! Might have been a temporary error? Well, Horsey managed to get in. Daniel, do you have any mods installed? Oh, you asked the same thing. You've been getting this error for months now? I have no idea. Only optimization mods. Would you be willing to try joining on vanilla at least once, just so that we can 100% say that's not the issue? Like we're gonna assume it's not the issue, but like just so we can point it and say no, this is proof it's not the issue, and so people can't try to be all superior and stuff. Like try to join on vanilla at least once to see if everything's the same. Chat. Try logging in vanilla, didn't help. You've tried everything. You've been having this issue for months now. I have no idea. What's my nickname? On the server, Water Wings. That's my horse name. That's my pony name. The one that says streamer next to it in parentheses. In brackets. There you are. Yeah, I wish I was like a smart technical person about everything so I could like tell specifically what the issue is. At least one of you gone, and maybe the other one of you will manage to get in shortly. Mentioning that because you were added to the VPN allow lists. Really? So you have you found that when you get this issue on other servers that joining with a VPN makes it work? Installed mods, same thing. Is that like why would that fix it? I didn't play with any fire. I talked about yesterday, there were wildfires in fucking Canada, and the smoke was brought here by the jet stream. The sky, like everything turned yellow outside. I wore an N95 mask at work. BronyTales admins added, hello, I see your pony. Yo horse, hi. BronyTales admins added you to the VPN allow list. So, did you join with or without? I am the water horse, this is true. Was this with? Did you join with or without a VPN? The difference between non-technical people and technical people is using Google to find your fix 95% of the time. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. What's VPN? Intriguing. Intriguing. Oh, looks like you, Figura is, both Figura and My Little Pony installed and they're messing with each other. That happens. So you still have parts of the Rainbow Dash model from My Little Pony. Wait, I can turn all. Yes, this is Java, Thomas. In theory, the server supports Bedrock, but the plugin they used hasn't been updated. Uno momento? Okay. Now, if you're AFK, you're being attacked. Okay, hang on, I got you. That motherfucker tried to sneak up on me. I totally saw him coming. Hello. It's so funny. I see a fat flying Applejack. With like Rainbow Dash. Okay, there you go. Now you're a Rainbow Dash again. Wings still look a little funky. Here, let me turn off. You're afraid to. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Don't worry about it. It's a very cute model. It's fine. I could always, let's see. Turn off your My Little Pony skin. Can I do that? Whatever. It's fine. It's close enough. I get the vibes. It's fine. You swap the HD skin for a plain one. Invisible one. Yeah, I could. Hang on. Maybe if I reload it. Hang on. There you go. I reloaded it. Nope. It stuck you back down. Maybe you're supposed to be that side. It's fine. You know, it looks good enough. It's fine. I can ignore the funky. It's just My Little Pony and Figura like looking funky together. So I'd have to like turn off your Figura altogether for it to look like My Little Pony. I don't think I can turn off just the My Little Pony, unfortunately. It's fine. You look fine. Yeah, ChatGPT uses Google search. Exactly. I might as well just cut out the middle point and just ask Google. Wish you luck. Oh boy, good luck. Good luck. Oof. A big oof hoofs cross. I'm praying for ya. It's so sinister to draw blood for it. The future is now. The torch is lit. And it all falling so neatly. Can we coexist? Oh, did it work? Are you good? Look, you look fine. You look fine. Yeah, it's literally if someone has both a My Little Pony and a Figura skin installed, things are gonna look funky. So it's something on my end, not your end, I'm pretty sure. Like if I turn off your Figura skin, how do I see? And then you just turn it back into My Little Pony Rainbow Dash, which works fine. So I'll just have that on instead. Funky is magic. But yeah, I might just cut out the middleman and just directly ask Google. Exactly. Look, somebody gave me, okay, the tools are called poop because they were gifts from someone. You can't just change the names of, like, gift items, okay? Alright, I gotta grab some stuff from my house. I gotta go grab some stuff to work on the rest of it. Hang on. Where's my slash key? There it is. immune to being killed. My cuteness is too powerful for the mobs. Oh, how I wish that were true. Without pain. No clear skies without rain. Fall into the rapids. Cool your feathers and your face. The rare comfort acquired. This future we must embrace. Okay, we're gonna do slash back. Start again at the bottom. And get placing. There. You know, we're gonna pop one layer too, just to get a little funky. Then it's not stone for a little while, so we gotta zoom further up. And then over here. Who's shooting at me? Yeah, oh, there's a bunch of mobs behind us. You gotta look out. Yeah, I wondered if that would happen. You can teleport again. Remember the Don't Mind a Night video? Yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic. BRB? Okay. Let's do the basalt next. Back to the beginning and start placing the basalt. I'm not sure if we'd get quite this much progress, and actually didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. We've made great progress today. Stupid zombo setting me on fire. Got a bit of it there. I think I've been possessed. I got this feeling to put to the test. Shadow puppets in the mirror. It's getting clear. For two of it easy. Bounce around and feel free. Move every pony. Help me get grooving. It must feel more like popping balloons when the ground doesn't get destroyed by explosions. Shut your face, Pac-Man. You've seen this before. You've seen this before. Oh no. Something's making me lose control. Cause the good times are here. Naked poison. Hey, look. I ain't got no tits, alright? I'm one of the few VTubers on Twitch.tv that can get away with being naked without getting banned, alright? And I pull it off anyway. I have a very nice blue coat. You've got to walk around and find out. Dance forever, shout, shout. Move every morning. Last thing that you do. You know. What? No, there's nothing down there. It looked more like a Barbie doll. No, I see, nothing going on. Nothing that you can see. Anything you could possibly see is well out of the camera's view. A completely normal horse, thank you very much. Thank you very, completely safe for work horse. What do you mean pocket sized? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Saves my computer from having to calculate jiggle physics. I do have all the hair physics, though. Don't have to cry about it. It just means it ain't within your view. It just means you don't. It's far enough back that you can't see any. Like, that's a good thing. What does that need? Why do you need a cry emoji for that? Wish Ceiling had just thought I had a not safe for work model. What? No! Why would you? You just wanted to pretend. I'm a very safe for work creator. We foray into episodes slightly naughty, like occasionally. But like, nah, we don't get smexy around here. I'm very much a 13+ streamer. Why am I so fast? Oh, I've leveled up. So I'm the Pegasus species, but I've leveled up to level 6, which makes me fast. I'm gonna head back home and get some of the final supplies I need. I think you can just do slash... Is it slash level? Chat, what's the command that tells you about your, like, race or like, level up? How to level up? There's, like, a specific... Hold up. I'm not that tiny. I'm normal horse size. I'm, like, normal talking horse size. I'm not tiny. But Chad, what's the command you can do to look at your, like, level? For your species. For a super form, what would it look like? I don't know, would it like rainbow pony form, I'd assume? Probably just add more shades of blue. Oh, hi, Princess Celestia, role player. That account was made today, so I'm a little worried that you're the person who always ban evades. Like, your account was literally made today, so I'm a little worried that you're the person who always tries to ban evade and makes accounts the exact same day, and it's always characters from various media. Usually they're like less coherent than this full-on roleplay, but like, if this is the first time you've ever been in my chat, you might want to join with your main instead of an alt that you just created today. You know, would make you less sus. Slash pony? Yeah, it's slash pony. You're right, yep, it's slash pony. That's it. That's how you learn how to level up. No, not you. It's just someone in the YouTube chat. There's someone in the YouTube chat. They're talking with like a princess account that's called Princess Celestia, but it was just made today. And there's this one person who, like, I kicked out a while ago because they were just too annoying. And then when they always try to ban evade as if they're gonna fool me with an account that was made the exact same day. Like, if that's an existing member trying to be funny and roleplay, cool, but you gotta tell me who you are. And if that's someone joining the chat for the first time, I'm just in my house. I'm just in my house, I'll be back in a second. Fuck, I can't remember if these are the right color. Fuck. There's the lanterns. I'm coming back. Rejects you can't join due to cookie obligation. I hope you're able to figure it out. I hope you're able to figure it out. Well, just type /pony into the chat, and I'm pretty sure it tells you what you need to level up. Okay, I'm probably gonna need more spruce fences halfway through, but it's whatever. I have no idea what you're doing in the chat. Should it be a little further spaced? I'm sure it's fine. You're being silly. Drops on the floor and does the fish stick? Is that a dance move? I do not keep up with these things. Now you just made me think of, let's do the fork in the garbage disposal. Like, does anyone else remember that? Let's do the fork in the garbage disposal? Because that just like popped right into my head and it's stuck there now. It's gonna melt some of this snow, but it's not the end of the world. You have a high level on Ponyville Plaza, but not on BronyTales. Oh, no time like the present to start. Well, okay, I think I just need a couple more. I could probably use their crafting table in here. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. Should be. Let's see how it couldn't be. And that's two. No. That's two cooks. a little further up for that. No, I think it makes more sense to have it go all the way up. Yeah, put it here. So those lamps are gonna melt some of the snow, but it's fine. It's always gonna happen. So wow, we actually did it. I actually got the path done today. I did not expect to get the entire project done in like one day. That's pretty good. So next, one between two different projects next. No idea what you're talking about, Bumblebee. How many sound next do I have? I literally told you, Metal Ice. I have every single song from the first arc of Wizard 101. And a soundtrack is what you call a collection of tracks. Like I have all of the songs. Like Metal Ice, I have every single song from the first arc of Wizard 101. I've had them for like a very long time now. I don't know how you missed it. I'm... Oh yeah, there we go. Looking good. Everything's all connected. Do a quick fly around, just making sure I didn't forget anything. Some light does leak out here, but this is part of the structure, so. I love the paths that go everywhere. Here's one thing I want to check. There's an hang on, too many shaders. Too many shaders. So there's another area. I'm gonna have to look like straight down for a minute. Clearly, this is too much for the shade. Okay, that's a bit better. So over here, there's like 2 areas here. Why is there a bunch of areas missing snow here? Who did this? Hell happened? I had everything covered. How did that happen? Whoop! Hang on, I gotta regain my flight. My GPU with Minecraft shaders, yeah. So, there is another lived-in space close to this one, which I already beautified. So there's a debate on my head if I want to, like, beautify this as well, because it's so close. It is right next to this other path I made, so I think this area is going to end up on the to-do list. I think beautifying this kind of a frickin' mess of an area is going to end up on my to-do list. It's not in horror. It could be in worse condition. It's just, you know, you gotta decide like where the work stops, you know? The roads in Laponyburg? What do you mean? Those are fine. The other project I was thinking of was adding coral into the water, and I think I'm gonna do that because this is just a lot. Like, this would just be a lot. That feels like a later project. But I think at least beautifying this is something we're going to want to do. One road on the hillside that's awkward to walk across. I think someone else is gonna fix that? I don't know. I'll get to it at some point. Yeah, let me head home and see what kind of coral I have. Once I actually find somewhere safe to land. Okay, home. Let me just see how much coral I have. I might have to buy some later. Oh, did you need some resources? I could get you some. I didn't see that message in chat. I could have gotten you something. We actually have it. Probably not enough. But we do have some amount of coral. I think we're definitely gonna want more. Of every type. So that's something to buy next time, I think. It's fast, you have to keep switching, creating your... Ah, that sucks. I'm sorry you're having so much trouble. I'm sorry, I really hope that you're able to get all this stuff sorted out. Alright, Fang Mom, when I fix even to go ahead, but she also would have to get around to it. Do I stream often there? Yeah. I mean, I rotate when I stream. You could say once a week, once every couple weeks. It depends how often I'm able to stream, because I play a variety of games in rotation, so it's whenever Minecraft comes back up again in the rotation. And how fast rotation goes depends on, like, how often, like, I'm able to stream. Yeah, I can make you some tools real quick. Oh no, it's kicking you again. Oh no. You think you'll be able to get back on? As the game wheel turns. If you can get back on, I'll make you some tools. Might have been too many with that. Bit better. Stares into void with 1,000-yard stare. Sounds like you can't quite get back in at the moment. I can make you stuff at some point. Or someone else could probably make you some. I'm sorry you can't get back in again. If you've gotten everything figured out... Heard your name. What? We were just talking about like the one road that people complain about on the hill that's difficult to traverse. And Glade Bloom suggested that you'd probably be the one to fix it if you were given the go-ahead, but you'd also have to find the time to do it. Because you have the other road you're already working on. And I do need to get off to get ready for work, so... I am glad we did finish that one road. That was nice. And I am excited to get all of this coral placed. I like placing it all over the woodwork. I think it's gonna look real pretty. Hang on. I think we're missing some. Let's see. We're missing a couple colors here. We'll go get them. Yeah, say bye to everyone on the server. I'm sorry if I was a little low energy today. I was weirdly focused on, like, making the road look nice. I don't think I was in my best haha funny horse quippy fashion. Like sometimes I'm really into it and sometimes I'm just kind of existing. But you guys are still here. I think you guys still had fun. Wait, you're gonna try to get back in one more time? I do need to get ready for work. Like I can't wait forever. What was that noise? Metal Ice? I don't fucking know. I'm assuming it's Christopher because you seem to forget he exists every time I stream and you constantly ask about him. You gotta describe the noise. I don't know what noise you're referring to. I don't know if it's the noise of me talking out my own ass. I don't know if it's the noise of people of like. I don't freaking know, man. You gotta describe the noise. You can't just say what was that noise. Expect me to read your mind and know what the fuck you're referring to. Never mind. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Hopefully you can join in like a future one. Hopefully, I really, really hope for you that you can get that figured out. Both of you that had trouble joining. You're always glad to be. No, don't cry. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Ask for like ask around in the general chat in the Discord server for BronyTales. I'm sure they'll do their best to help you. They're really, really friendly people. I really, really hope that you'll be able to figure it out, especially with some help. Oh, I pressed that button too early. It's fine. Let's figure out who we're raiding into. Raid channel. That button. That button. So if it helps a little, let me sure help you get things figured out. Yeah! Ooh, what about... Wait, I think... Who can we raid into? Hang on. I don't think they remember. Oh no, they are. They are. Alright, so we're gonna go say hi to little Wolfie. We're gonna go say hi to little Wolfie so I can get ready for work. Alright. Twitch people, we're gonna raid. Everyone else, have a nice day. Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. And I'll say, everyone, whenever you can join me next. Ah! Headphone cord came out again. I hate it. This thing, it just doesn't have any grip whatsoever. Whenever you can join me next. Bye!